Welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to get into a variety of topics, but this first topic, it appears the Tesla Model 3 performance Ludicrous has been, or Highland has been leaked, and we've got some more information and potentially a 0 to 60 time that I wish it was just a little bit lower. We'll just leave it at that. So we'll talk about that plus a variety of topics. But before we do that, let's roll that intro really quick. All right, so thanks for watching another stream. Thanks for watching another video. My name is Dennis, and I love talking about Tesla deal hacking, as I like to call it, but basically just getting the best deal on Tesla at the best financing rate. So definitely hit that subscribe if you're interested. And today's video is actually sponsored by Tenet. If you're looking for the lowest financing or lowest monthly payment financing for your Tesla vehicle, definitely check out Tenet, but more on that later. So let's take a look at this. Shout out to Tesla Motors subreddit Car Cooler for posting this, an article from Tesla Oracle. Tesla Model 3 Ludicrous found in configuration code of the website, range and specs leaked. We've got the article here. It appears I don't know if we'll call them hackers, just some people poking through the website and taking a look, found that in the code of the website, we've got some interesting data that was already placed in there, most likely because this Tesla Model 3 Ludicrous Performance Highland is coming out. My best bet, gang, guess it's going to be coming out in April, maybe even the early portion of April is what I would be looking to put my money on, because it just makes sense after the end of the quarter finishes, after March is over, which is the third month of the first quarter. Let's ramp up more excitement. Let's ramp up the halo effect of people looking to buy Tesla Model 3s and get people excited. And so that's when I really think the Tesla Model 3 Performance Highland Ludicrous is coming out. But we've got some interesting videos of people actually going into the source code of Tesla's website and finding the codes that are actually out there. And here is what they actually found. So here it is. We've got the codes that are posted right here, and range 310 miles. Let's think about that for a little bit. It seems like it's, decently nice for what it is. Over 300, I feel like, is that sweet spot for that. The next number, top speed, 162 miles an hour. Of course, really, that's over what you would potentially ever need, but maybe it's worth it for like the Autobahn, the German highways, or the European highways. That makes sense. But the biggest thing that you might want to be interested in is the acceleration, or at least definitely what I am certainly excited about. 0 to 60 in 3.2 seconds. That's ridiculously fast. I mean, if you have any Tesla, because most Teslas can go 0 to 60 in like under 6 or 7 seconds, 5 seconds is already fast enough. The Tesla Cybertruck going 0 to 60 in 4.1, or the Cyberbeast in 0 to 60 in 2.6, that's already mind-blowing for the size and vehicle for this. And so 0 to 60 in 3.2 seconds. But here's the disclaimer. These values might be the placeholder in the car configurator code, so the final specs at launch might differ. Stay tuned as we'll be posting an update of the Model 3 Highland Ludicrous becomes available for sale. Some people agree with this. Some people don't think that it's the actual specs for it. Let me know what you think. Do you think the Model 3 Ludicrous Highland Performance is going to be 3.2 seconds, 0 to 60? I was certainly hoping for it to be a lot quicker than that. I was hoping for it to be under that 3-second mark to really make that headline and really blow it out, because that's really the ludicrous. And here's why I think that still might potentially be the case. So if we take a look at the Model 3 the Model S, right? We take a look and see there's the plaid version. Plaid version goes under that 2-second mark, and even the regular Model S goes 3.1 seconds. So I certainly feel like there's room here to squeeze that under the Model S, maybe even 2.9, but also I guess 3.2 makes sense in this sort of aspect here. But it still would be absolutely insane if we could squeeze it under that 3-second mark, kind of matching it just like how the Model S Plaid has 0 to 60 in 1.99. It would be lovely if the Model 3 Ludicrous Plaid Performance performance, Highland would be a 2.99 second 0 to 60. Let me know what your thoughts on it. Do you agree with it? Do you think it's going to be something else, or are we just going to be waiting and seeing what it could be in the near future? But we're going to jump into the next topic. But before we do that, if you're looking for the lowest monthly payment for your Tesla, whether you're purchasing or refinancing, you can get that at the channel sponsor down below in the description, which is Tenet. Tenet is an approved Tesla financing partner and can get you the lowest monthly payment for your Tesla by deferring a portion of the loan, maybe even that $7,500 federal tax credit. So definitely check out Tenet down below in the description. And on top of that, you can finance an EV charger plus installation. You can finance extended warranty, and also you can finance gap insurance, which I think is definitely a must at this point with all the different things in which Tesla is dropping the price further and further. So definitely check out Tenet down below in the description. And thank you to Tenet for sponsoring this video and a bunch of other videos this month. On top of that, they have business financing, which you might be interested if you're doing like Uber, car rental, Turos, or something like that as well. The Sneaks, thanks for coming in. Hopefully you're doing well. Leo, thanks for coming in. Tapia, hopefully you're doing well. Haven't seen you in a bit. Hopefully you're doing well. Hopefully you're doing well. Ryan, Jose, and Jim, thank you for all coming in. Thanks for hitting the like button, the comments, and everything. Blueberry, thanks for coming in. In this next topic, let's talk about the surprising cost for a Tesla battery replacement, because there's rumors out there. Some think it's going to be super expensive. Some think it's not expensive at all. But here is an actual itemized buyer's repair order from a Tesla shop for a Tesla replacement battery. Let's take a look at it. But if you're just joining in, my name is Dennis. I love talking about Tesla deal hacking, so definitely hit that subscribe if you're interested. Shout out to Eva. They posted this. We see a lot of FUD around the replacement battery replacement pricing. Recently, a Tesla owner unfortunately had an accident, was damaged the battery. He was quoted $9,000 for a replacement. We can see here is a screenshot. We don't know if this is from Tesla directly. It kind of looks like it is, but we got all the different itemized costs here for a total of $9,628 for parts, and then probably labor I think is added on top of that at another $1,000.63. So really, a battery replacement is going to cost you about 10 grand, maybe a little bit higher than the $10,000 mark. And so that's a pretty interesting mark, but that's probably why a lot of vehicles, especially Tesla, if there's any sort of damage near or at the battery, that's probably going to total out. But really, it's because of the liability of that. And that's as we discussed with Chip Jeppy, the CEO of Hybrid Electric Vehicles, who does a lot of battery repairs and also maintenance. We talked about on our live stream the other day on all the different things with purchasing a used Tesla. So definitely check out that episode, because there's a lot of really good info in there, and we talk about battery replacements and where to get the best deal on a Tesla. But definitely some pretty interesting stuff. We're going to jump into the live stream comments, but before we do that, this video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link. Down below in the description is a Patreon link to support the channel and get access to the ultimate Tesla buying guide out there with all the best interest rates for financing your Tesla, all better than Tesla financing. So definitely check it out. Patreon link down below in the description. The Sneaks, how do you feel about people putting body kits and other mods on Model 3 or Model Y? Perfectly fine. And if you're looking for a wrap for your Tesla Model 3, Model Y, or S, or even X, or really any vehicle, or even paint protection film, because I used to not be a believer in paint protection film, but now that the prices have come down substantially, and we found our shop that we trust to do the work, which is actually Bespoke Design Lab in Southern California, so definitely check them out. They've got deals for Model 3 wraps, Model Y wraps, even paint protection film wraps as well. So send them a DM and ask for the Dennis deal if you're interested. And also they do body parts and accessories and things like that on top of that. So definitely check out. I think it's fine. I kind of like sometimes the front bumper. It's different because especially in California when there is a sea of Model 3s, Model Ys, changing the bumper, if you're willing to spend the cost of it or spend the amount of it, it's really cool to see the differences that are out there for the different body kits and everything like that. Leo, 0 to 60 at 3.2 by now seems like not real for Ludicrous. Maybe it's going to be faster. Tapia, hopefully you're doing well. No, hopefully you're doing well. Thanks for coming in. Ryan, hey, hi. Jose, any prediction on pricing for the next 2 days? Discounts, lower interest rates? I mean, interest rates could come down at any moment, but Tesla usually likes to only drop it like 0.10 or 0.10 at a time for that. But definitely hit that subscribe because I think tomorrow we're going to talk about interest rates and a market update on that. Jim, hoping for 54,995 and 2,000 option for ludicrous mode. That'd be interesting. I would actually like that. That would make sense. 0 to 60 without ludicrous and 2.6 with ludicrous with 10.9 135-mile-an-hour quarter mile. That would absolutely be insane. Blueberry, thanks for coming in. Leo, could be lesser than 10.8, way lesser if Taycan doing 2.8, and the Model 3 might be quicker. Cell Jam, hi. Paresh, thanks for coming in. And definitely lesser than 11. Cyber Beast weighs more. Battery replacement in Tesla is so rare. Yeah, that makes sense, Leo. Abby, do you think we could get a Model Y Ludicrous down the line? Yes, 1,000% there's going to be a performance Model Y, whether it's Ludicrous. That is what we'll have to find out and see. I mean, maybe they might change the branding on that for something else. In this next topic, Tesla has added a $7,500 tax credit eligibility to 2 new vehicles that we haven't seen before in the past. So let's take a look at it. But if you're just joining in, my name is Dennis. I love talking about Tesla deal hacking, so definitely hit that subscribe if you're interested. Let's take a look at this. So these vehicles they kind of had this hidden in the website, but now they've displayed it prominently on the site. And these 2 vehicles are the Model S and the Model X. You can take a look here. We can see on any of the Model S's in inventory, they've now added this special box on the right-hand side, eligible for $7,500 EV lease incentive and business tax credit. So if you don't know what this is, of course, when you lease any of the Teslas that are out there, you get the $7,500 as itemized on the lease, actually discounted, but you got to be careful because some of the interest rates might be higher on a lease. It actually itemizes it after you place the deposit. And you can see the full breakdown of the full $7,500. It actually says here when you're on the finance side, includes $7,500 EV lease incentive distributed across the lease term. And so that's going to save you about $200 a month on a lease. But the other one is business tax credit. If you purchase it as a business vehicle, you can also get the $7,500. Of course, definitely consult a tax or a licensed tax person on that. But there is a section on Tesla's website. If you're looking to find out more information on this, there's a section. If you pull up like any of the Tesla Model Ys, you should be able to pull up the $7,500 federal tax credit box. And it actually goes into it just a little bit on the Learn More page about the business purchases of this, but how you would add it as a commercial vehicle here. And so that is kind of like one little small, or not big, one big loophole on how you can get the $7,500 federal tax credit. But don't forget, if you're looking to purchase a Tesla and you want all the latest referral incentives, definitely don't forget to use a Tesla referral code, just like the one down below in the description, so you can get 3 months of full self-driving, which is valued at $600 or $200 a month. And so thank you to everybody that's used our Tesla referral code in the past, and definitely check it out. Click it open before placing your order down below in the description, the Tesla referral code. But if you're just joining in, everybody, welcome. We've got a leak of the Tesla Model 3 Ludicrous Performance Highland that is in the source code of the Tesla.com website. It now says 0 to 60 in 3.2 seconds and 310 miles of range. Of course, these could be placeholders. These might not actually be the most accurate, but we shall see. I would say if I was a betting man, it's definitely coming out in April. Not definitely, but 99%. If I would give like 3-to-1 odds or something like that if anybody wants to. Any updates about the $25,000 Tesla? Oh, the new one? That's no updates, but I think the last we saw that it's going to be built in Texas or Mexico. And that will be it. Stephanie, it'll be slower than the next Roadster. That's for sure. Yeah, whenever that Roadster actually comes out. He wants attention. 2.6 sounds right. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Oregon EV. Jack, thanks for coming in. Oregon EV credit January 3rd to June 4th. Oh, okay. So it seems like that's ending 2,500. Good to know. PSA for anybody out there in the Oregon area for that. All right. What else we got? In this next topic, so a lot of you out there really like the topic, how we talked about Tesla Model 3s that are under $25,000. So let's take a look at some of the Teslas that are actually out there under this $25,000 threshold mark that are used, of course, and see which one of these are actually a great deal or not. So let's take a look at it. But if you're just joining in, my name is Dennis. I love talking about Tesla deal hacking, so definitely hit that subscribe if you're interested. So this kind of sparked because we talked to our friend Chip, who is the CEO of hybrid and electric car sales, and he primarily tries to get into vehicles or primarily sells vehicles, or notices that there is a huge market for Tesla vehicles in the used market for under $25,000. Of course, this is because there is a $4,000 used EV tax credit that can be itemized at the point of sale, and dealers like hybrid and electric car sales can help with that $4,000 discount and filing it for you so they can take it right off of the purchase price. You'll notice that there's a handful of vehicles right here. There's plenty. I mean, of course, this is sorted by Tesla that is under $25,000. And so that's really probably what made this mark of all these different vehicles that are out there that are under this $25,000 threshold. But you got to be careful sometimes with some of these vehicles, even though there's a full list. I had no idea that Tesla Model 3s were way under the $25,000 threshold. You can see there's plenty, 15,000, 16,000, 17,000. I mean, overpriced at 17,000. 18,000. But really, we got to take a look and see which one of these might be a good deal or not. I mean, of course, granted, the first couple things got to make sure no bad Carfax, no accident, no salvage title. I would probably stay away with some of these that are wrapped like this. I mean, it looks cool, but you just don't know sometimes with what is going on underneath that. 100,000 miles. I mean, probably all of these are going to have more than 100,000 miles. So definitely maybe check and drive it for yourself. Check out your Carfax, maybe even take like a paint meter and check all the different panels to see how much paint are under there. But of course, the lower the mileage, the better. If you can get full self-driving, that would probably be as good as well. But like, take a look at this. When we've got a 2018 run right here with 100,000 miles at 17,000 and a 2022 with 115,000 miles at the same price, $17,000, I'd probably go with the 2022 version, because it makes just a lot more sense than that. And the next thing is, I would say maybe try and stick with reputable dealers. Take a look at their Yelp reviews and Google reviews to make sure that they've got good customer experience and making sure they'll actually register the vehicle for you and also get that $4,000 EV tax credit for you as well. And then really, in terms of what type of long range, standard range, or mid range, of course, the more range, the better. And of course, the earlier or younger the vehicle is, I would say stick to that as well. There was leaps in build quality and features every single year. And so it really is good because we've had the 2019. We bought our 2019 Model 3 brand new. And then by the time we got to our 2021 Tesla Model Y, there was definitely a huge experience or a huge leap between the build quality from those. So if you can get a 2022 or even 2023 for under this $25,000 threshold, that is probably where I would stick to it. And then on top of that, if you can, I would say try and spend all the way as high as that 24 to 25, just because you're going to get that full $4,000 tax credit if you qualify as an individual yourself. But there's plenty out there, and really it gets tough with these type of vehicles with this age and this price range. You really have to go test drive each and every one of them to make sure it is great, and then really check tires and also check brakes as well. Even though brakes do last longer than other vehicles and not being Tesla, I would still check them to make sure that you've got a good lifespan with that. But let me know what your thoughts on it. Let me know what you're thinking. We're going to jump into the live stream comments. But before we do that, this video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link. Down below in the description is the Patreon link. Support the channel and get access to the ultimate Tesla buying guide out there with all the best interest rates for financing your Tesla, all better than Tesla financing. So definitely check out Patreon link down below in the description. Are they updating the Model Y soon? Not yet. It's probably going to be another year from that. Any update on the white interior deliveries for California, Dylan? No. I mean, it seems, was there not a shortage of that? I guess that makes sense. Frost, I wish the white interior Teslas weren't delayed till May as well. Yeah. Oh, that's right. Because Model 3, the new Highland range, seems like everything was delayed for that for a long time. Moran, thanks for coming in. What is the 0 to 60 leak? Is it new for the Performance Model 3? Yes, it seems like the source code on Tesla's website leaked 0 to 60 in 3.2 seconds. Yoko, thanks for coming in. Killing it. Thank you. Do you think the Model 3 will go in inventory soon? Go up in inventory? I would say so. Yeah, the further we go, it will be. But right now, the Model 3 long range Highland definitely has the most demand next to the Model X tax credit special. Alexis, if I order a long-range Model 3 and they announce the Performance, can I switch my order to the Performance if I haven't taken delivery yet? Yes, you can message your Tesla advisor and have them switch the order for you within, but of course at the same time, every Tesla every Tesla advisor is different, but yes, it's been possible in the past, and I don't think Tesla has changed their policy on that because they still want you to take delivery at the end of the day. Gamer, thanks for coming in. I have a question. I've been hearing that the white interior takes longer to deliver. Is that true? Yes, it definitely is. For some reason, they had some delays and pushed out, especially for the Model 3 Highland for that. But thanks for jumping in, everybody. Thanks for supporting. Definitely check out our channel sponsor down below in the description, Tenet, if you're looking for the best electric vehicle or Tesla financing through an approved Tesla financing partner for the lowest payment. Thank you to Tenet for sponsoring, and we'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.